everyone and welcome back to Diamond Paintings with me, your host Mike. It's another brand new day and I have cheered up a bit from last night. The postman didn't turn up. They sent me an email saying that we're sorry we couldn't collect it. So I then had to rebook it in today, so let's hope that it goes today. So yeah, total complete and utter waste of my time. But it will just stay here until they can be bothered to pick it up. I think that's really bad that they could, they've not picked it up when they've said they're going to pick it up. But today I got up, and last night was really good with I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, Matt Hancock, and that that cute little mole den that they had. And every time the mole's nose went off, they had to do a troll. And then just randomly, Sean was watching Matt Hancock go for a wash in the river or whatever it was. I thought that was a little bit strange, but yeah. And yeah, it was a really good trial. But tonight we've got the octopus trial, and I've never seen anything like it. It looks really, really good. At the Tate Modern Museum in London, they used to have, I don't know whether it's still there, I mean, I went many, many years ago when I was at school, but they used to have a giant spider that was, I think it was made out of metal, but it had eggs in at the top. It was in the Tate Modern. Whether it's still there now, I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, I'm not sure on that one, but yeah. So tonight's one looks great. I'm looking very much forward to seeing how it progresses. Some of the trials we've had this year, we've never ever had before, and I think they've done some trials, but we need to get an eating trial now. We've not yet seen an eating trial, so be interesting what they come up with this year, or whether they're actually not going to do them this year. But yeah, and when they said Matt Hancock and two new celebrities were coming in to do the trial, I thought they were going to do the live trial, because they always have a live trial. So yeah, which was interesting. So yeah, but yeah, so I got up today, and I got up at 8 o'clock, but I was like knackered. I was so tired, because obviously my insomnia is playing up at the moment, and I went back to bed and then got back up at 10 and jumped in the shower, had a quick shower, and then I wanted to get started on my cheetah. My cheetah came last night, and it was on a very late slot, so I wasn't able to film it, because I only film in natural daylight, partly because I haven't got a light bulb in the kitchen at the moment, but they are sorting it apparently up till it's anywhere between now and the 14th of December. So I'm really hoping that I can get this light fixed, because I have to use a little lamp, and as soon as that light's fixed, I can then start doing a bit more filming in the evening. So yeah, got up and done my cheetah, and it was a 35 times 35, and I don't recall working on that before. So it was one of them sort of paintings which I didn't really know. It's one of them paintings that I've never really sort of worked on. I don't recall, but it's oh man, when you see it in a few weeks' time, it is gorgeous. It's really, really lovely. I've got a couple of leopard. I think it's more of a leopard than a cheetah, but I always get the two mixed up. But it is, oh man, you don't get the wow factor unless you get it in real life. And oh man, it's lovely, really, really lovely, and yeah, so pretty good. And then after that, I made a cup of tea, read some emails, and then got set up for my craft channel, because I've been in the process of doing Christmas things, so I just filmed another Christmassy sort of craft project, and that will come up on the channel on, let me have a look, that's going to come up on the channel on the 2nd of December, on the craft channel, which is Crafts with Mike. But apart from that, last night I went to Tesco. I needed a pack of biscuits because I ran out. I can't have tea with no biscuits. And it has to be custard creams. I was going to go to Coggeshall, the one at Coggeshall Road, which is an express, but every time you go there, they're never in stock. So I went to the town one, which I don't really like going to. It's the closest one, but I don't like going in there. Just like there's people everywhere, it's always gridlock, it's always like manic in there, people like just don't get it, people always get in your way, and I thought, well, I can't be asked to walk to the other one, so I'll go there and make an exception. And got custard creams. I wanted some donuts, but as per usual they didn't have any donuts. And then I saw an apple pie which was $1.50, and I was like, yeah, I'm not paying that. Not when you can get like a Mr. Kipling's pack for the same price, but £1 for 6, you know. So I ended up getting a tap it and wrap it, which is Terry's chocolate orange, which they call. Basically, a Terry's chocolate orange, you're supposed to tap it because the core in the middle is what clumps all the chocolate together. So you tap it and then you unwrap it and then you get all the segments. But I normally smash it on, I normally chuck it at the wall and then it breaks it. But that core bit in the middle is lovely. The white chocolate ones are, man, they're to die for. They are yummy, yummy, yummy. I must have got probably 30 of them last year. I'd love to try a white cream egg. But yeah, so I've done that. Came back, obviously watched I'm at Liberty. And then moving back on today, this is where we are now. So I've done the craft project and now I'm doing this for a bit. And I got most of the filming done what I needed to do later. Today I really want to focus on trying to get some of this done, and then I'll try and hop back over to the craft channel. So yeah. Because I used to do everything all on one channel, but I felt like it needed to be segregated. So like part works on one channel, diamond paintings on another channel, crafts on another channel, just to make it a little bit more tailored and a bit more, you know, dedicated to just that project, you know. So I thought, I mean, I've always wanted to do like a diamond painting and craft channel, but it's just took a time to really get into it, so, and set up, but yeah. Whoops, Jill don't want to pick up. But did you see last night Matt Hancock fell off the bridge? He didn't fall off the bridge because there's ropes and that, but I don't know what happened, but he must have slipped and you saw him like fall on the bridge. So that was quite funny, but I wonder whether anyone's going to come in to replace Olivia Ratwood. So, I mean, it's been a rocky start, isn't it? Baba Tundi, or whatever his name is, he didn't want to do the first trial, which was walking on the plank, and then obviously, like, oh crap, hang on a minute. Okay, we'll put that one there, and then obviously, we've had Olivia Atwood walk out, so that weren't good. So yeah, it's been a bit of a nightmare, really. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that octopus one tonight. I think that's going to be really, really good. So yeah, we just got to wait and see if Royal Mail turn up today, which I dare say they probably won't, but yeah. But when I booked it in again, because I don't have to pay because Amazon funds it, and when I booked it in, they said between I think it was like 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock. So it's just gone really downhill. I mean, I used to have mail every day, and now it's like once in a blue moon. You know, they need to sort it out. And now obviously there's talk about the NHS striking, so we've got even further problems. I mean, if there's no nurses, you're probably not going to get any surgery or treatment, and I don't know why they can't just agree. But the thing is, this government has been so... COVID has caused a hell of a lot of problems. The amount of businesses that have gone out of business because the government, you know, they spent billions of pounds on this vaccine, and of course they've got to recover that. So what they're doing is they're putting prices up, but then what they're also doing is creating even further problems, because you've now got to give everyone help off their gas bills, and, you know, you're creating even further problems, because while you think you're helping, you're actually not. So, and now there's talk about strikes with, you know, the nurses and that, but it's just the amount of businesses. Another business went out of business last night on the news. I think they said it was Metal or something, but they said that New Look have bought the brands, they haven't bought any assets or anything. So, because obviously when a company goes into administration, they will try and sell off their assets to recover the company, and if it's too far into debt, it has to be liquidation and basically busted, you know. But it is a shame, the amount of companies that are, you know, they're trying to make ends meet, and they just can't, because everything's so sky high. The main problem we have here is you're putting wages up, but you're not putting it up high enough to cover the costs of the increases of products like food and that you're raising. Do you see what I mean? Back in the old days, when I used to go to Whittam to Braintree, it used to be $5.10 a return. Now it's like $7.90. And Priti Patel ages ago said that there would be a 5-year freeze on rail fares. Well, that didn't happen, did it? This country has just been a total mess this year. You know, the government has been just a total mess. I think they've spent far too much money, and obviously we all know what happened with Liz Truss. She drastically mucked up the country, and I think Rishi is trying to sort it out, and he seems to be doing a very good job. So, I mean, he should have been voted from day one. Why they voted Liz Truss, I'm baffled. I really am baffled. She should never have got in the first place. But yeah, today I want to just try and crack on with this. But I'm thinking probably tomorrow I'll start doing the filming for the Christmas paintings. I didn't really I wanted to start in December, but there's so much backlog, I need to try and get it sorted. As I said, I was going to put my paintings in my new file thing that I got, but when you see the video, you'll see that I'm not happy with it, so that's what I'm waiting for them to pick up. So it's just annoying, because the longer it takes for them to pick it up, the longer I've got to wait to get my money back, because they won't refund you unless they've got it back at, you know, wherever it come from. So, you know, it's just ridiculous. I really hope, and I'm sorry to say this, but I really do hope that Royal Mail goes out of business, because they obviously won't, but they cost too much money. I mean, £4 something just to send a parcel, but you go with it's like £3. They reckon that they put the prices up because they can't, they're making a loss. Well, of course you are, because you're rising, you're basically you're charging so much money that people are now going with other couriers. So they're going with like Hermes or DPD or Yodel. So of course you're gonna make a loss, because people don't want to pay the prices you're paying. With me, everything's via Hermes. If I need to send friends stuff or stuff like that, unless I really have to. I mean, obviously you could send a letter with Hermes, but you're probably going to be charged £3 for it. So some things like letters I'll have to send via Royal Mail, but it's... Oh, I just want the country... I just hope that 2023, the country gets back on track, you know? And I believe that in America they're having elections as well or something, but... Yeah. But my custom is on the way. I emailed the seller to find out when it's going to be, and they said between 15 to 28 days. So, yeah, it's pretty good. But they take forever to dispatch. I mean, I bought it like 3 days ago. I know it has to be like made and that, but you know, you could have at least shipped it by now. All you have to do is print it, pour the glue on, and then, you know, get the drills. I really wish there was a video of like these diamond painting companies showing us how it's made, like how the pour glue goes on, how the drills are done. I always thought that the drills are done by a computer selecting the colours, but then I think maybe it's someone that sits there and picks all the colours, but I don't know. This is so weird, because when I done this painting the first time round, I ended up in exactly the same position as this, as you can see. See what I mean? How weird is that? But I know where them colours are. They're in Whittam at the moment. Because originally I was supposed to do it over there with this, but the problem is I have so many... I can never get any chance to film, because, you know, as I said, it's like a railway station. One goes off to work, the other one comes in, and it's like, do you know what? This is ridiculous. I'll just bring it over here. Because I like to do some paintings over there when I visit and that, so... But yeah, apart from this, after this, I think I'll have a nice hot cup of tea and get some YouTube videos that I need to watch down. Catch up with my friends and that on YouTube. But it's Wednesday again, so I'll have to go to the newsagents again. I've only just picked up the last lot, so they just seem to come in quicker and quicker, and it's like I'm really finding it quite difficult to catch up, because there's so much. I've never known so many issues to come in at once. I mean, I think what they do is when they know there's like a delay, they'll send a couple in early, but all I can do is just clear as many as I can. I mean, it is proving difficult to clear the backlog, because there's so many keep coming in, and you think you're getting in front, and then you get more turn up. So it's very difficult to, you know, it's quite difficult. But yeah. But what the lady said is, my friend who's in there, she actually said that I could like get the 4 issues every week that I normally get, and then just clear like say one of the backlogs each time. As long as they know that you know you're always going in to get them, they're fine. They don't like people going in like saying they're gonna buy something and then they don't collect it, because they can't get, as I said, when they get an issue in, they can't get their money back. We basically, they buy the copy, we reimburse the shop. So, yeah. But yeah, as I said, this painting will continue until the end of November, and then obviously we're going to bring it back in January along with Hobie the Lion, because I don't think we're going to get this finished by the end of November, and I've got Christmas ones I need to deal with. And them ones have been waiting. One of them, the Coca-Cola van, I believe I got it last year, but I rolled it over to this year because I just ran out of time. That one, for some apparent reason, came from China. So, yeah. But I'm thinking about getting another one because my relative likes the advert, you know, the TV advert with the Coca-Cola van, and I might get him it for Christmas, but I don't know whether he'll do it. But if they don't collect this parcel today, I'm going to write a complaint because, you know, this is ridiculous. Because you're saying you're going to pick it up. It really annoys me because, like, this is now the second day and I will write a complaint if they do it again. They can't blame it on lack of drivers or strikes because apparently the strike action was called off. So what is the hold up? And this is the thing. Every day that they don't deliver mail, it's creating more backlog. It's putting more pressure on them because they've got to do twice as much work. You know, staying off striking is not helping you out. You're actually creating more work for yourself because they have to clear that day's mail, and then obviously the next day. Christmas is going to be a nightmare. If you think you've got delays now, wait till Christmas. It's going to be an absolute nightmare. Don't know why I just didn't post it off of the post office. It's just so annoying. Partly because, one, I'm lazy, I don't really want to go to a shop, and two, it's too big. Because I got an A3 diamond painting file and it's just too much to carry. I don't like carrying things. I hate shopping. I detest shopping with a big passion. And I got that phrase from one of my acquaintances in London. And one day she went, I detest Christmas shopping with a big passion. And then one day she went, so Michael, what is one doing on this fine day? And yeah, she was a great character, such a great person. Always laughing, always making me laugh. And yeah, for whatever reason, I don't know the reason, but woke up one day in, I think it was like January the 1st, and got blocked for no apparent reason. And I feel that if you're going to block someone, you deserve to know the reason. And yeah, nothing. Just blocked for no reason whatsoever. Just blocked. And I thought, okay, fine. Then you'll have to go on my troll list, because that just tells me that you're a troll. Because, as I said, true friends do not block people. If you've had a really bad argument, if you've perhaps called them a nasty name, because it's, you know, when you're annoyed, of course, it's anger talking. And true friends understand that. But obviously the fake ones are the ones that block you and pretend to be your friend when in actual fact they're not. As I said, like, if you was a true friend, you wouldn't do that. It's not normal to block someone if you're a true friend, you know. And I do, I mean, small parts of me miss the friendship, but I know that I'm more happier without that friendship, if you get me. So, but yeah, it's really good. So we're obviously in the second week, the first week of the jungle now. So we'll have another 2 weeks. So I reckon it will end round about maybe the first or second week of December. I don't know, maybe. Just gonna get some more wax. Whoa, my wax has fell. Don't fall. Don't fall, please don't fall. Oh no. Come on, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. It's slipping, it's sliding. Got ya. Ha. This is really thick as well. Can you see that? It's really quite chunky. It's lovely. Ooh. It's going to be really hard for next year of what to think for you know, a November sort of theme, because this is the only sort of thing I would think of, like fireworks related. But it could be that we still work on this. I mean, I don't know where it's going to finish at the end of November. I don't know how far we'll get in January, because January will run for 2 days only. It will be New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. I'm not going to continue it after that, so whatever is not finished will be rolled over until the next year. So yeah, but do get this pen. It's lovely to work with. With this pen, you actually feel like you're working with a pen, unlike these cheap tacky white things. You feel like there's nothing there, where with these, they're gorgeous to work with. D, have we got D? What colour is D? That is 12. Okay, that's probably in Witten then. Okay, that's fine, we'll cover D next time. Have you noticed, every painting I do, there's always a colour missing. Not intentionally, but it's because I haven't got enough trays. Because I'm borrowing this one from the Ford GT, as I said, so I've only... Once a slot becomes available, like that one up there, I could probably kit that up. But that's on the to-do list. I need to find them drills. I know they're sealed because they haven't been put in the box, but these boxes are being phased out because I recently got a carry case thing that my friend told me about, and I'm going to be phasing out these little ones and turning them into screw boxes for the builds that I do. So they're really lovely to work with. So there you go, Kay. There's an answer to your question. Where do I store my drills? There you go. By the way, I'm still doing the Q&A. I just haven't got round to doing the questions yet. But oh, what was that? But yeah, don't worry, I'm on the case. X, what is X? Let's have a look. Have we got X? X is probably not, that's 20. No, we haven't. We've got like all the colours on that part, you know, all the early colours up here. So, yeah, maybe not. But we can sort that out another time. Okay, I'm going to have a slurp of my drink, and then I'll just finish the last line, and then we will call that a session, I think. That's a bigger square than usual, but lovely. Okay. So we're just going to finish off this last line, which means we can move it across a bit in the next session, which will come up tomorrow night. So yeah. Lovely how it's got like a black and like navy blue effect to it. It's like a really gloomy dark black sky, and what's nice about it is they haven't done it all black. There's a little touch of navy in there as well, so it's really lovely. Okay, so that's where we're going to leave that today, guys. So please remember to like, share, subscribe, tap the bell if you want to be notified of future videos. Very important, because if you don't tap that bell, you won't be notified. I have had a couple of questions saying that some people haven't been notified of videos. It's to do with the bell. If you don't tap it, you won't be notified. But we've done a nice easy block there, and that's what it's looking like so far. So as I said, it's not too black, it's got some colour in it, a bit purple, a bit of blue. It's really looking quite lovely, and what's nice is we can move on to the next section. I'm not in Witham until Saturday, so I'll try and get the colours for Saturday for this section here. But please remember to like, share, subscribe, tap the bell, and I'll see you tomorrow night at 7:30 for the next session. Bye guys.